The best investment ever. Robert Kiyosaki's greatest advice. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has advised investors to purchase silver, claiming that the precious metal offers the best investment value today. Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter co-wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad in 1997. It has spent over 6 years on the New York Times bestseller list. More than 32 million copies of the book have been sold in more than 51 languages and 109 countries. Kiyosaki tweeted, "Question: what is the best investment value today?" He replied that the answer is silver, noting that gold's price has climbed above $1,700, but silver has fallen to $20. He detailed, "I do not touch paper gold or silver ETFs. I only want real gold or silver coins. Silver is an industrial precious metal. Gold is not. Do not take my word for it. Study precious metals." In a follow-up tweet, he explained, "Why I suggest buy silver? For $25, everyone can buy a silver coin. Don't take my word for it. Study, become rich, don't be a fool." This was not the first time the famous author has suggested buying silver. In July, he warned that the US bond market is crashing, and it is the biggest bond crash since 1788. He added, "I am buying more gold, silver now, and waiting for Bitcoin to go lower." So, is silver a good investment? It's natural and even prudent for an investor to wonder whether or not a particular asset is a good investment. This is especially true for silver, which has a small market and lacks the gravitas of gold. However, there are compelling reasons to add physical silver to your portfolio at this point in history. First and foremost, it should be stated that silver is real money. Although silver is not part of our currency, it is still money. In fact, silver, along with gold, is the ultimate form of money because, unlike paper or digital forms, it cannot be created out of thin air. And when we say real money, we mean physical silver, not ETFs, certificates, or future contracts. Those are paper investments with none of the benefits described in this report. As Mike Maloney says in his bestseller, Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, gold and silver have revalued themselves throughout the centuries and called on fiat paper to account for itself. Owning physical silver gives you a tangible asset that has been used as money for literally thousands of years. You should also note that silver is a hard asset. In a world of paper profits, digital trading, and currency creation, physical silver stands out as one of the few assets you can carry in your pocket anywhere, including another country. It can also be as private and confidential as you wish. Physical silver is also a tangible deterrent to all forms of cybercrime and hacking. There is no such thing as erasing a silver eagle coin, but it is possible to do so with a digital asset. On top of that, it is actually not that expensive. What if we told you that you could buy a hard asset for roughly 1/60th of the price of gold, and it would protect you just as well against inflation? That's what you get when you use silver. It is much more affordable for the average investor, but as a precious metal, it will help you maintain a similar standard of living to gold during times of monetary dilution. If you can't afford to buy an ounce of gold, silver is a good alternative. This also applies to gift giving. Don't want to spend more than $1,000 on a gift, but still want to give a hard asset? Silver simply reduced the price. But silver is not only less expensive to buy, but it can also be more practical to sell. Maybe you don't want to sell an entire ounce of gold to meet a minor financial need someday. Here comes silver. You can sell only what you want or need at the time because it frequently comes in smaller denominations than gold. Now, is it worth investing in silver for long-term plans? Believe it or not, you don't go one day without using a product that contains silver. It's used in almost every major industry, from electronics and medical devices to batteries and solar panels. Whether you see it or not, silver is all around you. As Mike says in his book, of all the elements, silver is the indispensable metal. It is the most electronically conducive, thermally conductive, and reflective. Modern life as we know it would not exist without silver. Because of these unique properties, the number of industrial applications for silver has increased dramatically. Indeed, industry now consumes more than half of total silver demand. There are numerous other examples, but the bottom line is that due to its unique properties, industrial uses for silver continue to expand, implying that we can reasonably expect this source of demand to remain strong. But that's not the end of the story. Unlike gold, up to 30% of silver used by the industry is destroyed during the manufacturing process or is simply discarded after use. Recovery of every tiny flake or sliver of paste from millions of discarded products is simply not cost-effective. As a result, that silver is gone for good, limiting the amount of supply that can be recycled and returned to the market. Historically, silver has underperformed gold during recessions and stock market crashes. As previously stated, this is due to its extensive industrial use if economies weaken. Normally, demand for this portion of silver falls. However, as this video has shown, there are numerous factors in silver's favor for the foreseeable future, until the current system is redesigned to discourage discourage rampant currency creation and politicians become more fiscally responsible, silver will remain a valuable asset to own.